Hey everyone, welcome. Today, we're going to talk about a skill that is seriously one of the most important things you can learn for your first year of college, and that's mastering the art of saying no. I know, sounds simple, right? But trust me, getting this down can totally change your whole experience. So let's just dive right in with a question I bet has been on your mind lately. Yeah, if you're sitting there nodding, you are so not alone. I mean, college just hits you with this tidal wave, right? New classes, new responsibilities, social pressure coming from everywhere all at once. It's totally normal to feel like you're just struggling to keep your head above water. There's actually a name for this feeling, the freshman overload. It's that crazy mix of tough classes, all-nighters, trying to make new friends, and just this endless flood of opportunities and events. Honestly, just trying to navigate all that chaos, that's like the first real test of college, isn't it? And those feelings you see here, the stress, the anxiety, that feeling of complete burnout, they don't just pop up out of thin air. They're almost always a direct result of taking on way, way too much. It's what happens when you say yes to everything. You're trying to be at every party, join every club, help every person. It is such a classic freshman trap, and man, is it exhausting. Okay, but here's the good news. There's a really simple way to start fighting back against that overload. We're about to unlock your brand new superpower, the skill of saying no. And I want to be super clear about this. This is not about being negative or selfish or a bad friend. It's all about taking back control. Control of your time, and more importantly, control of your own well-being. So let's just completely redefine what saying no even means. It's not rejection, it's a strategic move. It's about protecting your most valuable resource, which is your time. It's an act of self-respect, plain and simple. Think of it like this. No is the tool you use to build healthy boundaries, because every time you say no to one thing, you're actually saying a big yes to something else, something that's probably more important, like your grades or, just getting a decent night's sleep for once. So what happens when you actually start using this skill? Well, the payoffs are huge. Seriously, we're not just talking about skipping one party you don't feel like going to. We're talking about something that can fundamentally change your entire college experience for the better. And the benefits, they kick in almost immediately. First, you'll start to dodge that constant nagging feeling of being overwhelmed. Next, you're protecting your time and energy for the things that really matter, your classes, your health, your sanity. You actually get to focus on your priorities, which is, by the way, how you figure out who you are in this new place. And this might sound kind of weird, but it actually helps you build better relationships with people who get it and who respect your time. All right, so we've talked a lot about the why. Now let's get into what might be the most important part, the how. This is your practical, step-by-step playbook for saying no with confidence and without all the guilt. It's actually pretty simple, just 4 steps. Step 1, be direct and honest. Don't beat around the bush, just get to the point. 2, be respectful. You can be firm and kind at the same time. 3, you can offer a short explanation, but notice that big word, optional. You do not have to. And finally, number 4, be ready to repeat yourself if you have to. Sometimes people need to hear it twice. Your boundaries are yours, and you get to defend them. Okay, if you remember one thing from this whole talk, let it be this quote. Seriously, let this sink in. You don't owe anyone an explanation. So much of the guilt we feel when we say no comes from this feeling that we have to justify ourselves. But you don't. The second you truly believe that, saying no gets about 1,000 times easier. I promise. All right, theory's great, but let's make this super practical. We're going to walk through a classic freshman dilemma, a scenario I guarantee every single one of you has faced or will face. Let's see how these steps actually work in the real world. So here's the scene. It's Friday night. You get that text, party tonight, but you are just wiped. You're tired, you're stressed, and you have a mountain of homework. So what do you say? Well, look at these options. You could be direct. Hey, I'm so sorry, but I can't make it tonight. I've got a lot of homework to do. Or you can just be honest about your feelings. I'm really not feeling up to going out tonight, kind of tired and stressed. The point is, all of these work. They're clear, they're respectful, and they get the job done. No drama, no long apologies. Just a simple, honest no. Okay, so you've got the theory, you've got the tactics. Now, it's time for your first mission, should you choose to accept it. The whole goal now is to go from just knowing this stuff to actually doing it. Time to put that new superpower into practice. So here's your little practice plan to get you started.
First, and I'm being serious, don't laugh, try rehearsing in front of a mirror. I know it sounds a little goofy, but it actually helps build your confidence. Second, take 5 minutes and get super clear on your top priorities, like what really matters to you this semester. And last, try to decide on your boundaries ahead of time. It is so much easier to hold your ground when you've already decided where the line is.
So I want to leave you with one final question to think about. Just take a second and look at your week ahead. What is one thing, one invitation, one request, one commitment that you can say no to so you can say yes to yourself? Start with just one small thing. I think you'll be surprised at how powerful it feels.